Okay, guys, what is up? This is easily the weirdest video I've ever filmed. I'm sitting in a closet right now, but I'm on vacation and too much has happened this week to not make a video. Most importantly, a couple emails went out over this past week. So the first one was just an email from Ford Motor Company saying, get ready to order your Lightning, and only some people got this email. I was not one of those people that got an email, so I'm a little nervous that there will not be, that doesn't bode well for being part of Wave 3. However, a second email went out yesterday, and so I got this email while I was at work, and it had a survey, and it was from Ford Motor Company. And so my ears perked up, and I just want to go through the survey and kind of break down what it means. So the email reads, your feedback will help us move forward. Thanks for reserving a Lightning. To help us move forward with production planning, we need details from you. And it's important to highlight, this is the first time in over a year that Ford has reached out and said, what trim do you want? This is truthfully what they should have done from the beginning. They should have asked reservation holders where the interest was, and they could have adjusted production accordingly. If there was all this interest in the Pro trim, maybe they could have ordered, different parts to allow them to produce more Pros. They should have done this a long time ago, but finally they're asking, and as we'll get into, they ultimately ask you what trim you want. So the email read, you're one step closer to ordering your F-150 Lightning. So they want you to update your reservation information. The presented information is not representative of final vehicle price, option availability. Please note that this is not an order for your vehicle. But I'll admit, it really felt like it. It truly felt like this was an order. I took some screenshots of the questions. There's a couple that I forgot, but I tried to take screenshots of the important ones. We have you registered as a F-150 Lightning reservation holder. Are you still interested? So right off the bat, I was talking to Larry Lynch, and he pointed out that depending on your answers, it changed the course of the survey. So also, I will start with the disclaimer, do not take this survey lightly. You can only take it once. It is linked to your email account. And once you submit it, there's no going back. Now, you can go back and forth between questions, but the survey ends very abruptly. So weigh each question. My advice would be to be honest. First question, are you still interested in buying an F-150 Lightning? So obviously we said yes to that one. Next question, it highlights that it's available in 6 configurations. It does show you the updated pricing there. And it reminds you that you might be eligible for tax credits. If you purchase today, what series would you buy? And so I obviously picked the Pro, but this is where the survey, I think, starts getting different. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm on a laptop and I'm in a closet. It also says, here are the 4 different trims. But how can you possibly boil down the 4 different trims into this little infographic? I was doing this on my phone, so there's no way anybody could glean the differences. They're showing you the different lights on the front and back, and then the different media consoles between the 4 trims, but kind of weird. I guess they're assuming that you've educated yourself on all the differences, and they're just reminding you. I selected the Pro series. Very limited availability of the Pro. Unlikely you'll order for 2023 model year. So they say unlikely. They don't say that you won't. So to me, what I'm extrapolating from this, they're just going to do another 500, just like they did for 2022. They only produced 500 Pros. So optimistically, now I'm just clinging onto hope that they make 500 Pros for 2023. Maybe we'll get in there, but probably not. Considering this, they're asking, would you upgrade to a different trim? And this is what frustrates me about this process. They're not even hiding the fact that they're trying to push you into a more expensive trim. My advice would be, don't fall for it. Be honest. I'm only interested in the Pro series, and that's what I told them. In hopes that maybe they adjust their production. If they learn that a ton of people will only buy the Pro, maybe they'll adjust. I don't know. Then they get into all these weird questions about what's the most you would pay for a reservation. Again, I don't fall for this. $100 is, I think, a reasonable reservation fee. I said I would probably do it for $250, but nothing more than that. I think that question is more future oriented for their future electric vehicles. They're just seeing what they can get away with. And then finally they say, what vehicle are you replacing? The only screen that I didn't get a screenshot of is, do you have a reservation for any other EVs? I lied. I said that I don't. The truth is, and maybe I should have said that I do, that way they know that they're competing for my money, my customer status, with other EV makers. But I lied and I said no, and my rationale was, maybe if they see that I've been loyal, I've stuck with them through this process, they'll get me a truck eventually. That's the survey, and then it ends very abruptly. You can't go back and change it. So I have to say I'm not optimistic. At the end of this video, I guess it's just time to plug that Larry and I will be filming another live All Charged Up podcast. It's going to happen on Monday this week because I'm out of town. I think we'll probably do our normal time of 8:30, but we have a ton to talk about, mostly this survey. And we also have to talk about Jeep, who's going to be unveiling some electric vehicles on Thursday. What electric vehicles will they unveil? I don't know. Hopefully an all-electric Wrangler, maybe a plug-in hybrid Gladiator, we'll see. So be sure to tune into the podcast on Monday. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this process. Fingers crossed that we get an email from Ford on Thursday, but my hope is dwindling, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys.